Welcome back to the channel. My name is A-bomb. Welcome back to Football Manager 2021 and Season 5 of Eastern Resurgence 2 with Steaua Bucharest. Second season in the First Division after staying up last year, a finish of 11th. After 30 games and a good showing in the relegation group meant that we are safe and we are in the division for a second year. Now let's see if we can do it again. Today we've got CSA in our first game of the season away from home. So far we've won all of our opening fixtures in the first 4 seasons. Can we make it 5 today? And as always, if you're enjoying the series, do drop a like and leave comments on the videos. It's the best way to support and help the channel. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn on notifications. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So going back to last episode, we rounded out Season 4 with a 5-2 win against Academica and then a defeat against Voluntari. But we had done enough by then to stay up. We had nothing to play for. It was just trying to have a good end to the season. But yeah, a couple of matches to end off. So we've got another season in the First Division. It's going to be maybe tougher than last season. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. We are expected to finish 14th ahead of the newly promoted sides at Concordia Chiajna and CSA. Argus a little bit further up ahead of us in 12th. They were also promoted and won the second division. And we faced newly promoted CSA in our first game away from home. Hopefully we can make it 5 wins from 5 in our opening fixtures. So transfer wise, there's been a few outs, a few players leaving at the end of their contracts. We've only signed 1 player. We've got a few in on trial at the moment. But this has been a real issue this season. We didn't have a lot of money. After the winnings and all the stuff like that, we were still like £400,000 in debt. Luckily, sponsorships and income and the TV money that's come in mean that we are now in the black and we've got about £200,000 to our name. But because of the amount of debt we were in, we weren't giving a lot of money in terms of our transfer budget and our scouting budget. Last season, we were able to actually scout Eastern Europe because of the amount of money we brought in from the promotion. Unfortunately, because we were so much in debt, we couldn't afford to scout Eastern Europe this time around, so we can only scout Romania, which means that we can still scout some foreign players, but not a lot. So it's going to be it's going to be a tough transfer window. So 4 first-team players have left the club, starting with Dalian Bajiziti, the Albanian winger that we got. Got 4 goals for us in Season 3, then he went out on a season-long loan to Kugir in the 3rd division. Dean Betzer has left the club. Of course, him and Wallace had a good partnership at centre-back for a little bit, but he's now left. He's a free agent. And played a little bit last season, but lost his place to our new defender, Sukar. Lucien Buzan has left the club, just didn't really have a chance to play a lot for us. He only started 7 games in 2 years, so didn't really have a chance to do much, and last season didn't start a single game. And Emilian Paschanel has also left the club. He's a free agent, only played 4 appearances last season, and yeah, didn't feel like he was really good enough to be in the First Division anymore. He had a couple of seasons with us in the Second Division. And he started alright, but didn't do amazingly. The only player that was signed so far is a left back, Andre Radu. He's 28, he's 3 stars, he's on £550 a week. Doesn't look too bad. Crossing's okay at 12, tackling at 12, some good mentals in there. You'll say 12s and 13s are pretty good. He's fairly quick, he's strong enough. And he's just going to be another option for left back alongside Nechu. We lost Aris Aprea, who was on loan with us last season. He broke his leg and went back to Ploiești, his parent club. So he's no longer with us. We had to get another left back in. We've got Radu. Claudiu Negoescu has joined us for a 3rd season on loan from CFR Cluj. He's done pretty well for us. 4 goals and 7 assists last season and 6 goals and 6 assists in the season before that. So he's here for a 3rd season. We do need some work to do in the transfer window. We'll have to have a look at where else we need to strengthen. But yeah, it's going to be a difficult transfer window because we don't have a lot of money to attract big players. We can't really scout much outside of our own country. So it's going to be difficult. But looking at the squad depth, I think we could do with 1 more centre-back, which is why we've got a couple in on trial at the moment. I'm pretty pleased with our midfield, all things considered. They had some bad performances, but they had some good ones as well. I'm going to give them another shot. We've got 5 good ones. We've got Marong, Simovic, Vasilescu, Toma and Dragiti. I think between those 5, I think we should be okay. We definitely need a striker. Eastbas had a bit of a goal drought last season. Tudor Manea was in on loan, but he has gone on to Argus on a permanent deal and they won't loan him out. So we definitely need a striker. I think that's the next protocol, is getting a new striker in. And maybe a right winger to provide some cover for Negoescu. So I think centre forward, right winger, centre back, I think is what we definitely need. And we probably need a right back, thinking about it as well, because we no longer have Shofran. We might be able to loan him again, but I want to see if there's someone better that we can get. So 1, 2, 4 players, I think. We should be able to do that. I think the transfer window, again, is quite a long one, and there's still a while to go. The transfer window goes to September, so we've still got like maybe 6 weeks or so. Plenty of time. So we'll definitely have those players in before then, but we've got a few games to get through before we get there. I really don't think there's a lot else to go through, so let's jump into the match. This might be a short video because there hasn't really been a lot to talk about. We haven't signed many players, so I think we'll go straight into the match, and this might be a bit short, but we'll wait and see. CSA, newly promoted. We're away from home. Hopefully we can get a good result here. Nezovic can actually play as a striker, which I think we're going to try from the outset here and see if we can maybe get Nezovic some goals as a centre forward. Have Ispas on the bench just for a bit of cover there. Marong is currently injured. He's going to be out for a week or two with an ankle injury. Goran Erez, our goalkeeper, is out for maybe a couple of months with broken ribs, but he is starting to really come through as a good player. He's improving all the time before his injury. Now at 3.5 stars at just 19. So I think once he comes back, he may well be first choice. Although Alexandru Grayab was really good last season and was one of our most consistent players. So we have 2 very good goalkeepers. And Grayab at 32, I think will play. But, you know, having Erez as that understudy to inherit his place, I think would be a really, really good idea. So I think we'll try and give them both some game time this season. So I would hope that we're favourites for this match, as CSA are newly promoted. You don't get odds in that in your pre-match stuff anymore, which I don't like. It used to show like your competitive records as well, but we don't really see that anymore. There probably is a screen for it, I just don't know where it is. But let's see if we can make it 5 wins out of 5 in these opening fixtures, because so far we have won all of our opening fixtures. And off we go. First match of Season 5. Let's see if we can get off to a winning start. Got a corner with Negoescu. It's headed away. And hopefully Maximovic will get there first. He does. And he's managed to hold on to the ball under the challenge of Tokmac. Here's Vasilescu to Popescu. And it's Steaua. And Steaua opens the scoring just before 10 minutes. He had a good end of season last year, Steaua. I think he got 4 goals in like 3 games or something like that. He had a couple of braces. So we're going to see if he can do it again. He's starting today, actually. Of course, we have Nezovic, who has been playing at left wing up front. So Steaua has got himself a goal there, which is good to see. And we're 1-0 up inside 10 minutes. We're dominating the possession at the moment. We're dominating the whole game. CSA haven't had a single shot yet. So we're looking good. Hopefully things will go okay. We've got a throw in here with about half an hour played. Popescu's got the ball. Here's Vasilescu to Popov. Got a bit of time to maybe put a cross in there. It's Maximovic who gets himself a goal. 2-0. 30 minutes on the clock almost. Maximovic popped up with goals here and there. Of course, he had that memorable debut where he scored 4 goals and then I think got a 10 out of 10. And he's popped up with some goals here and there. I've got a pain in my mouth, so my talking's going to be a little bit all over the place today. Hits it first time on the shot and doubles our lead. Free kick for the home team here. Headed away by Popov. Here is Nezovic, who's done well with his goals so far as he's played for us. He got 21 in his first season and then got 17 and has a go there, but it's a stop and it's going to go out for a corner kick. Sukar, of course, did well as a January signing last year. Basically took Betzer's place. Betzer no longer at the club. Negoescu to Nezovic. Here's Maximovic. And this could be a chance to get a third here. Nezovic. It's a good... Well, it was wide actually. I thought it was a save made, but it's just wide. But we've had a very good first half and a dominant first half. Second half really hasn't been a lot else to talk about here. I've gone for a demand more, and we haven't had a single highlight in this second half, and there's 10 minutes to go. Time to make some changes. I think Popescu getting a bit wary out of there, so we'll bring him off. We'll bring on Dragici. Just pop him in that midfield. I think we'll also replace Nezovic with Ispas. So a double change with 10 minutes to go. And with not long to go, we will now bring on Toma for Maximovic. But, you know, we had a very strong first half. And in that second half, there wasn't a single highlight. It ends 2-0 with Steaua and Maximovic getting the goals. But that second half, there was not a single highlight. Nothing happened. CSA did get a couple of shots on target in the end, but ultimately Graham had very little to do in goal. We defended the game well, and yeah, very, very pleased with the performance. Nothing really went wrong there. It was just a boring second half. And that means that for the 5th time in a row, we have won our opening fixture. 5 wins out of 5. We've kept that record going. Hopefully it will go on a bit longer, because God knows how long this save's going to last. We could get to season 10. We could go further than Dynamo and go further than season 13. This could be the longest save we've ever done. You never know. We've got more money now than we ever did because we got a lot more money with our TV stuff this season. So we're actually at 666k. As soon as I can, I'm going to try and get some more transfer or wage budget because I feel like we need it, and we can move that into some of the scouting budget so we can scout a bit further afield. Because at the moment, we've actually got more money than we've ever had, and very little in terms of transfer budget. 200,000 is going to be enough to get us a couple of good players, but not a lot. And I want to try and move some of it into the transfer budget as well, into the scouting budget rather. But it is a 5th season in a row that we've won our opening fixture. We have Guzmatan Mediaș in our next game. Then we have Dinamo, FCSB, Universitatea Craiova, and then CSA, was FCSB current champions after winning the league for a 3rd time in 4 years. And I think we'll do the usual 4 or 5 games off camera. We'll go ahead to UTA Arad, and then by that time the transfer window will be closed as well. So I think we'll go ahead to Arad, we'll play through those 5 games, we'll play through the rest of the transfer window, and we'll come back for that game. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, do drop a like down below and leave comments. If you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn on notification. Not a lot really to go through today. We had the game, we made 1 signing and released a few players. There really wasn't much to talk about in terms of the transfer window because I say there's still a long time left. There's still about 6 weeks left in the window, so there's still plenty of time to get some players in. But I'm pretty happy with our squad. We need a bit of depth in places like right back and centre back and up front, but so far there really hasn't been a lot to do. I'm pleased with my squad, and I trust in them to stay up for a 2nd season. They did well last time, and I'm hoping that they can repeat that for season 5. But that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.